Are you not happy with that decision? Did you not want to be circumcised? Hi everyone, so today we're going to be talking about circumcision. I actually did have Aiden circumcised when he was born, and I made that decision very early on in my pregnancy when I found out that I was having a boy, because I felt like it was much cleaner. I felt like he wouldn't have any, issues later on. I have seen so many stories where kids have issues and they, get infections and it's not properly cleaned. And so I was like, I am going to avoid all of that. I'm going to have him circumcised. And I was, prepared for it. I didn't think that it was going to be a big deal. I thought it was just going to be fine. He would be circumcised and that was fine. But actually, when he was born, the doctor told me on the second day he was born, she said, I'll be back tomorrow and in the afternoon and we'll have him circumcised then. And I said, okay. We had a really rough night that night. We didn't sleep at all. And I was prepared for her to come in the afternoon. And in the morning, the nurse comes and she says, the doctor's here. She's going to circumcise him. We're going to do this now. And I was like in shock, and she comes and she puts something on him to numb him. And the second the doctor comes in to take him, I break down crying. I literally just start crying. And she's like, what's wrong? She said, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's up to you. And I was like, no, I want to. And I was just like crying, okay? And I don't know why. I think that at that moment, like, everything just got to me. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to circumcise him. It's going to hurt him so much. And I felt all these emotional things. And I couldn't be in there with him when it happened. I had his godmother being there with him. And she said that, he didn't even cry. He cried when they tied his legs down. But, she said that he didn't cry at all. And his godmother's a doctor. And she was so impressed by the doctor's work. She said, she did a really good job. It's like, he's not gonna have any issues. It's a perfect straight little line. I mean, I don't know if that matters, but, so yeah. And it was hard because I felt so guilty. I was like, why am I letting them cut him? Why am I doing this? But honestly, that's the best thing I could have done, because he hasn't had any issues. It's so much easier to clean him. I had no idea what it was going to be like. I mean, I've never had to deal with, taking care of a boy 100%. So yeah, that's why I did it. I don't know, like, now that I think about it, I wish I would have done a little more research beforehand, but I do not regret my decision. I think that him being circumcised was the best possible option. It needed to happen. He needed to be circumcised so that he wouldn't, have any issues later on. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I really hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, and thanks you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.